Welcome back to the show. Getting into some 814 Eats. We're here now with Miss Kathy Hart, who's the Nutrition Education and Retail Store Coordinator with WIC of Pennsylvania. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, finally we were able to coordinate this because the programs that you guys do are so crucial and important here in our community.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me what you do for ladies.
So WIC is, it stands for Women, Infants, and Children, and it is a supplemental nutrition program, and we offer them nutrition education, breastfeeding support. We do referrals to other social services and things like that in the community as well.
Yes, so they're able to get their hands on some great items, food obviously to feed their kiddos, feed themselves, you know, and raise their kids.
Absolutely.
So you're here to kind of show us that, you know, because you get like the monthly, right, allotment of food.
Correct.
It doesn't always have to be super, you know, unflavorful, unhealthy.
Right.
You can make the items that you're given into something really kind of creative and fun.
Yes, yes. So we're making some chickpea cookies, and we're just using some dried chickpeas, and then
which was surprising to me because when I heard of or garbanzo chickpea, whatever you want to call them, I was thinking you were going to use canned.
Yes.
But so you're using dried and you blend them up.
Yes, I put them in the blender and I had to blend them on almost high, you know. And
really crank them out, yeah.
It rattles and makes lots of noise, and then pour it into a sifter, and I sifted it out. That way sometimes there was a couple hard little pieces.
Right,
And
like
they
the shell.
Yes, they stayed on the top, and I just, you know, dumped them out or re-blenderized them. But yeah, once you get your powder, then we have our chickpea flour.
Wow.
You can buy chickpea flour, but on WIC, they can't. They can buy dried chickpeas.
But you can make your own.
And then they can make their own, absolutely.
Oh, that's interesting. So could you use like a food processor, a blender, anything like that?
Well, I tried a food processor,
I would think.
It didn't work.
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know if it was my food processor, but then I put them in the blender and it worked really well.
You had to pull out the big guns. Okay.
I did.
Well, hey, it worked out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure once you kind of get it down to a flavor, because people might think, okay, really? Beans?
Right, and yes.
In a cookie.
Yes.
But you made it work. And you
there
said
were lots of skeptical people, yes.
Your
in
husband
my family.
kept grabbing for more. Your son's like, I won't eat those. But you don't have to tell them.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
the thing.
Yes, yes. And we used them for an outreach event that we had at the office, and everybody ate them. And they knew what they were. We had to sign up what they were, so.
Well, and you still got all the other delicious ingredients to go inside too.
Yep.
So what else are we adding to that once you get your flour?
Okay, so we make our flour with the chickpeas, and then we have oatmeal, which you can get that on WIC, peanut butter, and eggs. Those are your WIC items.
Okay.
The other things are brown sugar. We're using a little bit of cornstarch, salt, and vanilla, and chocolate chips.
Okay, so you just incorporate all that together, roll them into, do you scoop them?
Yep.
Onto the baking tray?
Yes.
That's kind of how that works?
Yep.
So an easy recipe for people to kind of have access to, and that's kind of what you do is connect, you know, women in the area with these resources.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and we try to tell them, give them ideas like of how to incorporate other foods that maybe their kids won't eat vegetables or whatever, so we try to give them extra ideas on ways to hide them in other things, or you know, they won't eat meat, or try to get extra protein into foods that maybe they will eat.
So you're a magician too. You have to be. Well, what do you
like? To get creative.
Yes. As far as the WIC program, you know, and the outreach that you do a lot of, you know, do you kind of see that a lot of women, you know, take advantage of that or utilize that, or you kind of wish more people would get on board? Oh,
yeah, we always have room for more people to get on board, yeah. And yeah, women, and it's pregnant women or postpartum women up to 6 months, breastfeeding women can stay on for a year. We even have other caregivers, so maybe, you know, you're a dad and you have small children that are under 5, they can get on WIC as well.
Okay,
so,
interesting.
Your kids can be on there.
And tell me more about the initiative with Pennsylvania and why this was all kind of established, you know, like in its inception.
Yeah, WIC started actually, this is its 50th anniversary nationwide, so yes. And, but it was started because they found that women and small children, their iron was low, their nutrition was just maybe not up to where it could be, and they were trying to figure out how to help that out. And so they found if they provided healthy, nutritious foods and had, you know, people that were willing to work with these clients on ways to eat those healthy foods and things, that it would help their nutrition, and it has.
And as far as enrolling into the program, is this something that's open to everybody? Is it kind of like an income-based thing?
WIC is income-based.
It is,
yes.
okay.
So they have to meet income guidelines. You have to be a resident of the state that you're in to apply. So in Pennsylvania, you have to be a resident of Pennsylvania. But they can apply through the website. It is just pawic.com. There's a WIC, or they can call our office in Altoona here, or there's a 1-800-WIC-WINS.
Yeah.
And they can call that number as well.
So the location in Blair County, you guys are over on Plank Road?
Yes.
Over by Little Caesars?
Yes, yes.
And then also State College as well?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
so you kind of have branches everywhere.
Yeah.
And what do you think is one of the other important components, you know, of the program that, you know, women really tend to, you know, benefit from?
I think it really has helped their, especially with the rising cost of groceries and everything,
Yeah.
it's really helped them maybe with their food budget, because right now they can get farmers market benefits as well. So that is in addition to what's on their eWIC card. Everything on WIC's now, it used to be checks, it's now a card. So that has made a lot of advances that way, but yeah, it definitely helps with their groceries. We also offer the breastfeeding support, so if they need, you know, different breastfeeding help, they can come and get that as well. And I don't know, just, yeah, helping their small children, you know, maybe eat better or...
Okay, that's a good point too that you mentioned the card. I guess I wouldn't have known. Okay, so you get a card kind of loaded in that you use.
They can just use it at the grocery store, yep.
Yeah. Is that like a monthly thing?
It is. They will get a month's worth of benefits each month. They get their month's worth of benefits, and then they have the whole month to use it.
And how can I know, like, okay, I can buy this much? You know?
We give them a printout at the office that tells them exactly what's loaded on their card. So it'll say, like, you know, one jar of peanut butter and 36 ounces of WIC cereal, and, you know, two loaves of two whole grains, things like that. And then they have their food list that we give them. It's just a little booklet that has all the WIC foods in, because WIC is pretty specific.
Yeah.
There's also a shopper app that they can download to their phone, and it has a barcode scan, so they can scan the items in the grocery store to know what they can get. And on the app as well, it will tell them their balance. So if they lose the paper that we give them in the office, or they go shopping and they lose their receipt to tell them what's left, they can always look on the shopper app and it'll tell them.
So it's probably easier now more than ever.
It is, yes, yes, it is.
If you're in the program. And that's the thing, though, too. We see so many of these programs in our community helping kids get food for the weekend, you know, sent to school. And I think it's just kind of telling that people might think, oh, that doesn't happen here in this community, but it does, and people do have struggles, and there are resources out there to help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, very good. Well, and yeah, again, reach out, the phone number, the website, fill out the online application, and you can find out all the details there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you want to try?
Oh, that's right. You do have them running. Let's show everybody. With the magic of TV. Look at these. Okay, the chickpea chocolate chip cookies. They look so good. All right.
They do look just like a
Do you want one too?
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Cheers. That's really good. You would never know.
You would not. Nope.
You would never know.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. And the fiber.
And the protein.
Yes.
And there's no flour, so it's essentially gluten-free.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah.
We're going to have the recipe linked over on our website, too, if you missed that. Coming up on this show, we've got this back-to-school essentials to help